Warning, this video may contain spoilers for late parts in the game. If you plan on playing this at some point, turn back now. You have been warned. CR here to say welcome to the full-on Wario month, and I'll be reviewing Wario's first outing as the main character, and I really enjoyed my time playing through this game. These reviews will be coming out not in the order I played them, but I played Wario Blast right before this game, and this was a nice romp compared to that game that I greatly appreciated. Let's talk about the basics of the game. While this game is similar to Mario games, it really makes itself its own thing. You can jump on top of enemies, but most require you to additionally body slam them, which is a new move that propels Wario forward, smashing whatever is in front of him. The game uses pots as the transformation item that change Wario's hat instead of mushrooms or fire flowers. Funnily enough, Wario doesn't actually use his normal hat in this game, more of a treasure hunting type thing. The transformations are Bull Wario from a Bull Pot, which allows him to ground pound, which actually flips all the enemies, and he can also use the horns to stick to the ceiling. Then there's Dragon Wario from a Dragon Pot, which allows his hat to breathe fire, even underwater, but takes his ability to body slam away. Finally, there's Jet Wario from a Jet Pot, which lets him glide around for a bit before returning to the ground, which counts as a prolonged body slam. When Wario gets hit once, he reverts to Small Wario, which really can't do anything besides jump on enemies' heads. Receiving a Garlic Pot will return him to normal size though, with the ability to body slam. If Wario gets hit as his small self, he loses a life. Throughout the levels there are checkpoints and an end goal, each requiring you to spend 10 coins in order to open, though some end goals are just graciously opened for you. There are 7 worlds total, one being technically hidden world, and there are secrets aplenty which I'll leave to the extra section. After finishing certain levels in the game, changes are made to previous levels, but this only happens once or twice. After you beat a level, you can also gamble your money to have a chance to get double, or you can use it to get lives, which I never tried because you actually get a lot throughout the game. The way to get lives is by finding hearts of varying sizes, which net you points towards a life, though you can find some that flat out give you lives. Killing enemies also nets you points towards another life as well. The story is mostly contained in the instruction manual, but it takes place pretty much directly after Super Mario Land 2. After losing his castle that he stole from Mario, Wario decides to find a way to get another castle. He decides to steal a statue of Princess Toadstool, the old name of Peach, from the Brown Sugar Pirates, whose leader is Captain Syrup. Stealing the statue, he will then ransom it in order to make money to get his castle. He enters the land through the Rice Beach, fighting the Spiked Koopa. This leads him to Mount Teapot, where he fights the Minotaur. He ends up fighting the Penguin in Sherbert Land. He jumps through Stove Canyon and fights the Devil's Head, leading to the SS Teacup. Traveling to the top of the mast, he fights Bobo. This ends up trapping him in Parsley Woods, where he encounters Zenisuke, defeating the ghost with his own minions. He finally comes upon Syrup Castle, reaching the top and encountering Captain Syrup, who turns out to be a girl who has a genie lamp. She summons the genie to fight for her, and Wario swiftly defeats him. The captain escapes, throwing a bomb into the castle and completely destroying it, leaving Wario once again castleless, though the castle that was there is now replaced by the shining statue of Princess Toadstool. The glory doesn't last for long, as Mario appears in a helicopter and takes the statue away. Wario, thwarted twice, decides to use the genie lamp to wish for a castle, but the genie demands payment for this wish. How much money and treasure you collected throughout the game determines what Wario receives, and I'll go into that more in the extra section, but I believe the true ending is that Wario receives a castle for all of his troubles. I'm actually really liking the fact that I'm finding more and more side-scrolling platforms to be a lot more enjoyable as an adult, because it's showing me how little patience I had as a kid. This is finally getting me interested in completing a bunch of games that I started but never finished, which is really exciting to me. The bosses were nice and kept me on my toes, and the fact that there are multiple endings depending on how invested you are to give Wario something great was actually a really fun challenge. My only con is that the bird boss, Bobo, can absolutely suck a ginormous nut. It floats just high enough, making it an incredible risk to even try attacking, and the never-ending spawning of birds from its mouth usually screws you over when going for an attempted damage. But that's literally my only con. Before we talk about the endings, let's talk about the treasure needed to get to the final ending. There are 15 treasures hidden throughout the 40 levels of the game. These are found by locating a key and a door in the levels and require you to at least be regular Wario in order to body slam the chest to open it and receive the treasure. They all vary in how many coins they're worth, with finding all of them nabbing 90,000 coins at the very end of the game. There are also secret levels that you need to find, like the entire secret Sherbert land I mentioned before. There are only 5 secret levels that can be located in certain levels, and you find them just as if you were completing a level normally, but somewhere else besides the normal exit. Now for the endings, which are linked to how many coins Wario got throughout the game. The first, Wario just gets a birdhouse, and that's if you get 300 to 10,071 coins. The next is a tree trunk for 10,072 to 40,007 coins. Then he gets a log cabin from 40,008 to 70,007 coins. Next is a pagoda requiring 70,008 to 90,007 coins. The true ending is 90,008 to 99,999. And the final ending is a literal planet which requires 99,999 coins, finding all the treasures, and clearing all 40 levels, which took me forever and many uses in the money multiplier thing, but I did it. 100% completing Wario's first game as the protagonist, though his goals are very antagonist, was pretty damn fun, and I really can't wait to play through the next couple for Wario Month. If you don't like classic Mario, this is definitely a bit of a change of pace for the series, and you might find yourself liking more of these platformers like I have. Hope you enjoyed, and see you next video.